The Municipality of Laurel is a third-class municipality in the province of Batangas. Located on the caldera of the old Taal Volcano, it is composed of 21 barangays, 5 of which are urban and 16 are rural. The barangays are further classified according to their physical topography, such as the lakeshore barangays, the midland, and the upper barangays. The major source of economic income and welfare are mainly fishing, where most of the local residents base their trade, followed by farming and real estate. Due to agriculture, fishing and farming being the major source of income for residents, they remain vulnerable to the most common hazards to this municipality, namely flash floods, landslides, typhoons, earthquakes, scale insect, and volcanic eruption. Poverty remains to be the most pressing of the sources of vulnerability, mainly due to the increase in number of informal settlers in the fishing communities. They are fisher folk reliant on daily income from manning fish pens or fish cages, which are exposed to the dangers, in this case, to volcanic eruption. The local municipality has tried to enact programs to help their constituents, namely the setup and implementation of Task Force Alagang Lawa to provide guidelines for protection of Taal Lake and the fish cage industry and its biodiversity, in the hopes of benefiting local fisher folk and stakeholders who in turn would help the LGU protect the lake. Provision through the Municipal Social Welfare and Development of alternative livelihood programs such as sewing and food processing. Assistance for farmers through the Opisina ng Agrikultura by providing them seedlings, sprayers, and other materials needed and empty land space for them to grow and sell crops. The eruption of Taal Volcano last January 12, 2020 heavily affected 3 barangays, namely Buso-Buso, Gulod, and Bugaan East. All are located within a 7-kilometer danger zone. The 3 barangays were badly affected by the eruption. Its immediate impact on the fish pens, their homes, the forced evacuation, and the short, medium, and possible long-term impacts of their loss of work, income, and homes in the 7-kilometer area declared by the government as a permanent danger zone. Focus on the impact to key stakeholders, the expansion of the current programs to address the disaster and fallout, and the viability of the local municipalities' future plans to provide disaster risk strategies to protect their community against imminent and grave threats. The Municipality of Laurel Batangas has been under the governance of Mayor Joan L. Amo, the 6th Mayor of Laurel Batangas. She was preceded by her husband, former Mayor Randy James E. Amo, who now currently serves as a chairman of the Task Force Alagang Lawa project enacted in 2019. Laurel's government has a platform set on the following acronym: PEOPLE. P for peace and order, public safety and health, for strong and support and adherence to laws, ordinances, crafting health programs and addressing and implementing risks related to disasters. E for environmental protection, tourism and arts and culture. This is mainly to initiate policies to protect and preserve the lake and ensure business practices that do not harm the biodiversity of the lake and its surroundings. O for organizational development, good governance, and empowerment, which aims to improve staffing and address gaps to ensure the LGU is taking care of the constituents while ensuring public service, transparency, and accountability. P for construction and development for public infrastructure and utilities for better road networks, for ease of effective delivery services, and better socio-economic activity. L for livelihood programs, agriculture development, and other economic reforms, wherein the LGU focuses through the Municipality Social Welfare and Development Office on providing programs for the constituents to help pull them out of poverty. as well as provide the means to become more self-sufficient, such as their programs geared towards the financing, agriculture, and fishing of their community members. E for education and technical skills development, social development, and reform, wherein the LGU prioritizes the education of the municipal's children by providing an education local 4P together with the national 4P to encourage their citizens to ensure that their children go to school. Aside from this, technical skills for livelihood programs are also conducted by the MSWD to encourage further education and enhancement of skills of the people. Under this administration, there have been a number of forward-thinking measures implemented for the benefit of its citizens. Laurel was the first municipality of Batangas that implemented comprehensive land use plan, a quick and constant revision of their Laurel disaster risk reduction and management plan. During the Taal eruption, despite being so close to the crater, not only were there zero human casualties, but they were able to evacuate the whole municipality within 3 hours of the pronouncement by FIVOX to evacuate. During the height of the disaster, the town was closed off, but operations of the municipality was able to resume remotely in a hotel along Tagaytay Ridge at the edge of its jurisdiction. This shows that the municipality is somehow prepared for disasters.
In general, the livelihood of people residing in Laurel are mainly dependent on fish farming, and during such natural calamities, their life has been severely affected, leading 157 households to evacuate their village, and the lives of 157 household members are very miserable during those times because they do not have alternative source of living, alternative source of income. So they normally fall back to the poverty line.
When we visited the municipality of Laurel in Batangas, it was surprising to see that the fisherfolk were able to quickly bounce back. But during the eruption of Taal Volcano itself, there was a major disruption in their economic livelihood, which is fishing, because there were so many fish kills. So the fish died because of eating the ash, but the Bureau of Fisheries were deemed it safe to eat as long as people properly wash it and discard the innards, so that the fisherfolk were still able to recoup somehow the losses because of the Taal Volcano. It's surprising to see that the municipality of Laurel limits the number of fish cages. This is good because it helps in the sustainability of the whole lake itself, because it limits the overcrowding, and it prevents the change of the ecology of the lake itself, because usually these cages are being fed by feeds that are artificially or not really natural in the lake ecology itself.
Spent the last 2 weeks just grinning.